and share with YouTube and Google AdSense, and also to send to the British government and tax office. Not that I like being taxed or find that I'm taxable, but America is taxing me as a British citizen living in Thailand, as a non-taxable, non-American citizen, non-resident. They're not entitled to tax me on any money I make anywhere else in the world. How can America tax a British citizen living in Thailand who doesn't have any business or residence in America? So I wrote to Google AdSense because I get a little bit of money, about $100 every 3 months, from my YouTube videos, which I upload for not to make money, but to help people and just to publish what I want. But I monetize it. It brings me $100 every 3 months, which pays my water bill. Bit of money from every corner is always good. I'm uploading anyway. So I wasn't being taxed until the USA, which is trying to take over the world and steal money from everybody, did this. New rules. I'm English living in Thailand, and the US IRS is taking tax from me. They're taking $11 on every $110 I make or something. I'll show you shortly. And this is internationally incorrect, and I am informing the British tax office, and the minister is allocated to the UN, who I'll find out who that is, and the Chancellor of the Exchequer I will definitely send it to. And the good thing is I have a friend who used to work in the office of the Chancellor of the Exchequer, so I will try and ask that friend to make sure that the Chancellor of the Exchequer gets to see this, because they are stealing money that if anybody's getting $11 every 3 months from me just from my YouTube videos, it should be the British tax. So the British tax office should now visit Google Inc. UK or Ireland or wherever Google are in the UK and throw them out, or charge them hundreds of millions of dollars for charging British citizens tax who are expats living in Southeast Asia and all over the world and don't have anything in America that makes them taxable. No residence, no business, nothing. Yeah? So I'm informing the minister allocated to the UN to raise this issue of taxing British persons retired in Thailand on their AdSense earnings. I am neither a US resident nor a citizen, and I'm not taxable in the USA because I do not perform any business operations there, nor do I live there, nor am I even a resident. You cannot tax non-resident, non-nationals who are not in the US for free. Expect some legal litigation and some political problems, and some approach to Google UK from the British Tax Office, I hope. So, dear Chancellor of Exchequer, dear Prime Minister, and dear Office of Tax and Revenue of Great Britain, stop America stealing tax from British citizens who are expats in Thailand and making a bit of pocket money with Google AdSense. And I'm quite happy to pay Britain the $11. If you have to pay tax on AdSense according to Google's rules, that's fine. But let it go to the British government, not the American government, because I'm British. And I don't live in Britain. I live in Thailand. So maybe it should be Thailand who gets the tax. Yeah, but Google's taking it and giving it to the American government. The American government are getting $11 every 3 months from me. And there are absolutely hundreds of millions of AdSense users, and there are absolutely tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of British YouTubers making money and being taxed, not by making money with AdSense on YouTube and with their websites with AdSense adverts, which are served, and you get 60+% of the profit yourself, and the rest YouTube takes for the advertising space. That's Google AdSense, yeah. And America's taking it all. They're stealing all the tax from every citizen of the world, and the countries that they're citizens of aren't getting a penny. So, dear British Tax Office, you are being ripped off by the American IRS, who are taxing British citizen expats living in Thailand and hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of British AdSense earners around the world, and the British tax office is getting nothing. I'll send this to my embassy as well because they know me there and they might be able to pass this through a little bit easier, because the lady in the political section there has decades of experience and a very nice lady and a very ethical lady. I won't say who that is because everybody has their own private lives and their happy family lives. A very capable person and a very, 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 very good political career behind her. So I'm going to send it to her as well, and to the tax office. So prepare for me, Google AdSense, to make this an issue on YouTube and FB Live. Well, FB Upload actually. This isn't live. To share with my government and the world. And I'm going to write something else here. You are in cahoots with an American of foreign taxpayer income that should belong to the of whom your users are citizens, are taxable citizens, or resident, or taxable or resident citizens outside of the U.S. AdSense YouTube is losing a lot of and state confidence. Ultimately, that usually leads to the end of an empire. Have a nice day. Let's be American. Yeah, not English, like Boris Johnson's when we won the ping pong. Ping pong is an English game. Chinese always win it. I can remember Boris Johnson coming back from some Olympic after we won some ping pong medal for England, and he said, "Do you know that the French see a dining table and think of eating, but the British, when they got nothing to do, see a dining table and think of playing whiff-waff," which is what ping pong was originally called. I suppose it called ping pong probably in the 1920s when they were racist and allowed to make racist kind of statements in videos, like those songs like Ying Tong Tiddly Po, when they made fun of Asians, which they did. I'm going to make some videos about that on my John Spencer channel as well on YouTube, about how bigotry has been perpetuated through the ages through various, mostly Western cultures, and subliminally as well. But anyway, Google is also, by the way, bigoted. I could prove that. That's not defamation. I will prove that as well, that they are bigoted. Or you can just see how much they offer to help African nations. How many African nations are monetizing their YouTube channels, African citizens, and Sudanese and Afghani citizens monetizing their YouTube. And now Google AdSense are not paying out anybody who doesn't mention a current war somewhere that has been invaded by another country, which has a bear as its symbol, yeah, and is above China, yeah, and they just invaded a small country that begins with the letter U. If you talk about that, unless you talk about pro, what would you say? WAR, you know, the First and Second World ones in the 1914-18, First World War, and you say anything about that, they won't even pay you out. They'll take your money, keep it in here, and won't even pay you out. But they will tax you on it and give it to the IRS. So I'm British, living in Thailand, retired, bit of extra pocket money from my YouTube videos, don't live in America, have no business interests there, and I'm being taxed. So if I'm an American taxpayer and I'm paying tax, I should be entitled to benefits, no? Yeah, let's have that. If I am being taxed by America, then I should also be entitled to the benefits of the American taxpayer and tax returns. Entitled to the benefits of a and if I'm being taxed by America, then I should also be entitled to the benefits of an American taxpayer, such as social legal services, retirement, pension, and tax returns. If I'm paying tax there, then I'm entitled to a pension. So maybe I'll write to the IRS and send them this as well. Yes, I shall indeed contact the IRS with this video and a printout PDF of all my tax income from Google AdSense and ask them how I can file for a tax return and which benefits I am entitled to in America as a taxpayer, seeing as I don't have a green card or work permit. I wonder how they deem fit to be able to tax me. I shall also be asking on legal forums and my legal consultants in the US office of my family law firm. Have a nice day, as they say, but do not mean in America. Sorry about that, but you do. If you're American, that offends you, I'm sorry. But even in England, they say, good morning, have a nice day. They don't mean it, it's automatic pilot. So there you go. They're taxing me in America. I don't live there, I don't work there, I'm not American. I'm British, living in Thailand, retired. If it has to be taxed, according to Google's policies, as you can see on the left here, they have a policy center, then I'm going to copy that and send. So that's sent, and now we want to go to reports, payments info. Here we go. Earnings, YouTube. What's this? May the 1st, 2022. Look at this. June the 22nd, they took $11 off me. I got $114. They paid me $102. So $11.51, nearly $12. US Channel 3 tax with CH3 tax withholding. Here I made 55 in May. I don't know why only that, because they told me I had made 150, so they stole 100. They keep changing this. They steal money as well. $4.10. Yeah, from a $54 earning. What the heck? Yeah. Here they took $11. US CH3 tax withholding. Here they took $4. Here they took $6. Here they took $9. Yeah. So this year they've already made 11. I don't make much. Some people make $170,000 a month. Yeah, I'm only making like $100 every 3 months. Imagine how much British people making $170,000, $150,000 a month with millions of views is being taxed by America, taking the money that should be going to British government. So there you go. Chancellor of the Exchequer, dear sir, and all at the British Tax and Revenue, and also to the representative for the UN for Great Britain, and to the British Embassy, and to Google AdSense, and to the IRS. You thieving bastards. What are you doing? Pay this money to my government or pay it me back, because I'm not taxable in your country. Thank you very much. Piss off. Give me my money back, or give it to my government, who need it more than you. You do enough with your RAF Bentwaters in the 1980s under a contract to no nuclear weapons in Britain from America. You brought in nuclear silos and built them underground without the British government's knowledge, and you're still spying on Britain, asking for Britain's assistance. And Britain doesn't have a clue about what America's secrets are, but America knows all of Britain's secrets. I've had enough of it. You're taxing British citizens, and the British tax office is getting nothing. You're stealing British taxman's money and my money. You can go away, America. Yeah, I wish somebody would. What's happened to a certain country lately? Yeah, I think maybe it's time that Russia and China. Maybe it's time that Great Britain, actually. I shouldn't say something like that for YouTube. But maybe it would be good if the USA lost to some other country and finally we didn't have America. Because although other countries are in a terrible state, that's because America makes sure they are. So they can eat 3-kilogram burgers whilst people are starving in the Sudan. They overconsume, overspend, steal everybody's money, build military bases around the globe so that they can have global domination in a military sense instead of the Chinese economic expansion. It proves they're stupid, because war needs economy. You want to build military bases and military stuff, you need money. So you should be focusing on economy. And this is what you're trying to do here by stealing tax so that you can buy all of your warships. Well, I would say that China, with all the money it's making with its big new Silk Road through Southeast Asia and all the way to Europe, is going to export much more than it's going to import. And it's going to basically send the West completely bankrupt. Because the West is focusing on spending lots of money that it steals from the people to make weapons with, so that they can make innocent people have to lose their lives, and taxation is to pay for that. You want my money to pay for you to bomb for a school bus in Yemen with a Lockheed missile, partly paid for with my $11 every 3 months, and another 150,000 British and Sudanese, no Sudanese YouTubers, British and German and French and everybody around the world, Japanese, everybody doing Google AdSense making money around the world, thousands of billions of dollars. And who's getting the tax of it all? The American IRS. And every other country isn't getting a penny. So there you go. I think that this should also go to the United Nations to be given to every government that is not getting tax money from Google, and they have a Google office in their country. Because and that the country should say, stop taxing our citizens who don't live in your country, don't have a nationality, don't have a green card, don't have a work permit, and are therefore not taxable, and they don't even live there. They've never even been there in their life. I've never been to the United States. So what are you taxing me for? I'm not taxable. I don't have a green card. I don't have a work permit. And I'm British. I don't live in Britain. I don't live in America. I live in Thailand. And officially I'm retired. Yeah? This is pocket money. You're taxing me on this? And you're taxing people who are making $500,000 a month on YouTube, some of the top stars. Who knows what John Oliver makes on YouTube? Yeah? With their with the adverts and stuff. Who knows what these really big channels make that get 30 million views, yeah? But I do know they make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And if they're English, living outside of America with no work permit in America and no green card, America's still taxing them, which means some people are being taken thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every month in tax. British people. There are some great... What does the British... highest earning British YouTuber? Highest earning British YouTuber. Because what governments and companies really want to know is 12.3 Dan TMD. I don't know if that's English, but that's just an example. It's on the BBC. Not that that's very believable, the BBC. I'll show you that another day why. But Dan TDM, get out. Who told you these things are good to pop-ups? They're not. Dan TDM has been named the highest earning YouTuber of 2017. Now it's 2022. He made £12.3 million. Yeah? So, highest earning YouTuber 2022. Highest earning YouTuber 2022. 2021. 2021, because 2022 isn't over there. Statista. Let's have a look at this to see how much. Cookie consent manager. Oh my god, no. Inactive. Thank you for at least putting them inactive. I find that ethical, and that is part of what they should do. So what's here? Read more. Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson. 54 million US dollars. Jake Paul ranks second with 45 million. Yeah? So you might have an English $45 million. What's 8% of that? Highest paid UK YouTuber 2021. Mr. Beast, £39 million. So I don't know. UK YouTuber 21. UK theme park and fairground. Anyway, 45 million, yeah? $45 million. So the highest paid English YouTube pounds, sorry. The highest paid English YouTuber is probably making 30-40 million pounds a year. Yeah? And England is not getting a penny tax. He's living in England and he's being taxed by America. So that's this ready for YouTube, Facebook, and the Chancellor of the Exchequer. And this is, prefer to remain anonymous in the video, even though not on the channel. Me signing off. but actually I'm not very anonymous in this at all. So this is a John Spencer Littlewood for my channel and my webmaster channel for Facebook and YouTube, and for the Chancellor of the Exchequer and the British Tax Office and the British government and the representative to the UN, to show this grand global theft that's going on. Signing off.